my name is Shannon O'Donnell. I coach at Flathead High School, and I am the district chair for Montana West. Before we get started, I'd like to say some thank yous. I'd like to thank Coach Greg Adkins and Ivanna Fritz from Glacier, and Coach Jennifer Hermanson from Helena High, and Doug McConnaha from Corvallis, who are my fellow committee chair members and who made a tremendous difference and did a lot of work in making this whole tournament happen for all of us. I'd also like to thank J.W. McClintock and Kyla Neva. J.W. helped us all in tab room, and Mrs. Neva was a tremendous help with judges. If you guys were in a round and you were waiting for a long time for a judge and one finally showed up, it was Mrs. Neva who likely made that happen. And so to all of them, a huge heartfelt thank you from me and from all of you as well, I'm sure. And so without further ado, let's begin the award ceremony for this 2021 NSDA National Qualifying Virtual Tournament. Hopefully next year we can do all this live and in person.
Humorous interpretation of literature.
Your second alternate from Ronan High School, Jaslyn Frost. First alternate from Flathead, Jasmine Anderson. Qualifying for nationals from Glacier, Meyer Faith. Qualifying for nationals from Glacier, Davis Rennie. Qualifying for nationals from Corvallis High School, Tiana Ertel. And your champion in humorous interpretation from Big Sky, Brady McBride. Brady also qualified in dramatic interpretation.
Dramatic interpretation of literature.
Your second alternate from Corvallis High School, Arthur Ryan. First alternate from Glacier High School, Sydney Barkis. Your national qualifier from Corvallis High School, Sophia Fragulo. Qualifying for nationals from Glacier, Brenna Ernst. Qualifying from nationals from Glacier, Jane Trina. And your champion in dramatic interpretation from Columbia Falls, qualifying for nationals, Griffin Conger. Griffin also qualified for an original oratory.
Up next, top 6 in duo interpretation.
Second alternate from Glacier, Kaylin Holt and Avram Bigham. First alternate from Big Sky, Olivia Crago and Walker Winterburn. Qualifying for nationals from Flathead, Adina Lockwood and Aiden Christie. Aiden also qualified in humorous interpretation. Your third national qualifier from Glacier, Isaac Lorenk and Jared Whitkey. Qualifying from nationals from Flathead, James Francis and Cadence Johnson. James also qualified in humorous interpretation. And finally qualifying for nationals from Flathead, Carson Robison and Ella McGuffey.
And now the finalists in program oral interpretation.
Second alternate from Sentinel High School, Harper Jontau. First alternate from Sentinel High School, Madeline Bates. Qualifying for nationals from Flathead, Bethany Narn. Qualifying for nationals from Capitol High School, Erin Heaton. Qualifying for nationals from Sentinel High School, Maya Lee. And finally, qualifying for nationals from Glacier, Alexa Wilton.
Up next, the final 6 in domestic extemporaneous speaking.
Your third alternate, from Glacier, Lane McCoy. Second alternate, from Flathead, Mayanna Sadler. First alternate, from Glacier, Bella Teigman. Qualifying for nationals, from Big Sky, Madison McDonald. Madison also qualified in international extemp. Your second national qualifier, from Flathead, Rylan Wild. And finally, qualifying for nationals, from Flathead, Leah Spangler.
And now the finalists in international extemporaneous speaking.
Your third alternate, from Glacier, Bella Teigman. Your second alternate, from Sentinel, Jonas Jontau. Your first alternate, from Flathead, Leah Spangler. Qualifying for nationals, from Glacier, Sydney Fletcher. Qualifying for nationals, from Whitefish, Abigail Bowden. And finally, qualifying for nationals, from Flathead, Scout McMahon. Scout also qualified in domestic extemp.
And the top finalists in original oratory are...
Your second alternate, from Glacier, Sydney Fletcher. Your first alternate, from Sentinel, Isabella Hoke. Qualifying for nationals, from Glacier, Dresden Allred. Qualifying for nationals, from Ronan, Cyril Sandoval. Qualifying for nationals, from Glacier, Mac Adkins. Mac also qualified in program oral interp. And your final national qualifier, from Glacier, Isabella Auclair.
And your finalists in informative speaking for the 2021 tournament are...
Your second alternate, from Flathead, Olivia McRae. First alternate, from Corvallis High School, Addie Rollman. National qualifier, from Whitefish, Adrian Healy. National qualifier, from Sentinel, Chance Lockwood. National qualifier, from Glacier, Lane McCoy. And your champion and national qualifier, from Flathead, Neela Lingholm. Neela also qualified in program oral interp.
Lincoln Douglas debate.
Your second alternate in Lincoln Douglas, from Sentinel High School, Alexandra Braun. First alternate, from Capitol High School, Jack Anderson. National qualifier, from Glacier, Lizzie Sweeney. National qualifier, from Ronan High School, Dylan Schock. National qualifier, from Flathead, Eva Bruce. National qualifier and champion, from Big Sky, Jaden Bede.
Public forum debate.
Your second alternate, from Stevensville High School, Naya Siebert and Mela Gunterman. First alternate, from Sentinel High School, Ava Prezeo and Maxwell Nordquist. National qualifier, from Sentinel High School, Colton Lauderson and Josefina Moretti. National qualifier, from Sentinel High School, Josie Firehammer and Millie Zing.
Policy debate.
Your second alternate in policy debate, from Sentinel High School, Jay Colo and Janice Jones. Your first alternate from Glacier, Jake Keller and Simon Roston. National Qualifier from Sentinel, Cosette Barres and Daisy Kalina. National Qualifier from Glacier, Mason Fouth and Alexandra Houseworth. National Qualifier from Hellgate, Kelton Keck and Hannah Rafferty. And your final National Qualifier from Columbia Falls, Trey Finley and Emma Stevens.
Congressional Debate, Senate.
In the Senate, your fourth alternate from Capitol High School, Augie Tupper. Your third alternate from Columbia Falls, Rafe Salmon. Second alternate from Butte High School, Hogan O'Donnell. First alternate from Flathead, Annalise Mason. Qualifying for nationals from Columbia Falls, Edie Chisholm. Also qualifying for nationals in the Senate from Capitol High School, Jordan Shaw.
Congressional Debate, House.
In the House, your second alternate from Flathead, Kelvin Dixon. Your first alternate from Butte High School, Garrett Munson. National Qualifier from Helena High School, Jonathan DeWald. National Qualifier from Flathead, Alan Taylor. National Qualifier from Capitol High School, Brennan Jensen. And your champion and National Qualifier from Helena High School, Timothy Cuddy.
And now, the 2021 Speech Sweepstakes Awards.
In third place, Big Sky High School. Second place, Glacier High School. And your Speech Sweepstakes champion, Flathead High School.
And here are your sweepstake results in debate.
In third place, Big Sky High School. Second place, Glacier High School. And your debate sweepstakes champion, Sentinel High School.
Sweepstakes in Congressional Debate.
Third place in Congressional Debate Sweepstakes, Helena High School. Second place, Flathead High School. And your Congressional Debate Sweepstakes champions, Capitol High School.
And the winner of the 2021 NSDA Tournament Overall Sweepstakes Trophy is...
We had a tie for second place. So tied for second place in overall sweepstakes, we have Sentinel High School and Flathead High School. Your overall sweepstakes champion for the 2021 NSDA Western Montana Qualifier, Glacier High School.
Each year, one school from the National Speech and Debate Tournament here in Montana is the recipient of a traveling trophy representing cumulative sweepstakes points. These points are accumulated throughout participation in this NSDA tournament. Each year, the school with the highest number of points accumulated wins the traveling trophy, and then their total is reset to 0. This year's winner of the Traveling Trophy Cumulative Sweepstakes Award goes to Missoula Big Sky. Congratulations.
I am now excited to present this year's Student of the Year Award. Each NSDA district has the opportunity to name a District Student of the Year, presented to a graduating senior that best represents the tenets of the association's Code of Honor: integrity, respect, humility, and service. Nominees must also demonstrate strong academic credentials and a commitment to the speech and debate community. Coaches nominate these deserving students, and so I'd like to read you a little bit from the 2021 winner's nomination. This student has been part of speech and debate team for all 4 years of high school and previously competed in middle school speech. They started with Lincoln Douglas, winning awards at the annual Carroll College Debate Tournament of Champions. Then, after a bout of anxiety and stress induced by competition, this student moved into speech events, where they've excelled. They have spent the past 3 seasons using their personal struggles with eating disorders, major depressive disorder, and chronic anxiety to bring awareness to these issues plaguing adolescents. Yet they maintained perfect grades, were elected to the student council as senior class secretary, and advocated for equal rights at the Women's March. During their senior year, they've made the top of their class, as well as continuing to be an organizer for the Girls Support Girls program and tutoring underclassmen in math and science. They are an Education Foundation Distinguished Scholar, NSDA Academic All-American, and Exchange Club Youth of the Month. This student volunteered for the John Tester from Montana and the Steve Bullock from Montana campaigns, was the track team manager for the 2019 season, and starting in December 2020 was the Montana Youth Action's legislative organizer. They continue to utilize the skills learned during years of speech and debate to bring positive change to their communities. Despite all the challenges that they have faced, they have always been a motivating force on their team and truly been an advocate and ambassador for the speech and debate program. It is my honor to announce the 2021 Montana West District Student of the Year is Capitol High School's Aaron Heaton. Congratulations, Aaron.
Each year, the National Speech and Debate Association recognizes one school from each district as its leading chapter award recipient. It is the highest award that any school can receive from the NSDA. The selected school earns the award based on student participation in a given year and the accumulation of new members and degrees. Once a school has received this award, their total returns to 0, and they must begin accumulating points again. A school must wait a minimum of 5 years before it is eligible to receive the award after having been granted this award. This year's leading chapter award winner, receiving the highest honor from the NSDA, is Missoula Sentinel High School. Congratulations. Well, that concludes the awards show for our 2021 NAT qualifiers. Before we turn you loose, I want to announce that this year we are being granted 3 World School teams to represent Montana West at Nationals. So if you are interested in applying for the World Schools team, if you are an alternate or not, it doesn't matter. We will have a Google form, and you will need to fill that out with the approval and support of your coach. And then the district committee will look over all of the applications and select students to make up 3 teams for Montana West. All you have to do is fill out the form and let us know why you're interested and whether or not you were a national alternate or whether you're just a hopeful. And then once we have selected the teams, we will notify students of whether or not you were selected to the team, who your coach would be, and if you are a World Schools team alternate. So if you're interested in that, check with your coach. We'll be sending out a link for that form probably either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll let everybody know how that turns out. So good luck with that if you're interested. Otherwise, thank you so much for competition this weekend. We hope everybody had a wonderful time. And now tomorrow you can sleep all day. And then we can look forward to coming back next year and doing it all again. Thank you.